Danganronpa. Ba 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 ba. Alright. Everyone. Danganronpa. Ba 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 ba. Danganronpa. Class. Trial. Time. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. If you don't have that exclamation points, people won't know. They won't know it's class trial time. Yeah, we don't need to. We don't need to see this every time we play this game. Love that sound though. Fuck. Okay. Wow, I used a lot of saves. Okay, pre-trial prep. Where we left off, we had...
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Yup.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay, then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Oh, hang on. I'm just trying to get my mouse situated. Okay.
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Aww.
Friendship penetrates?
Aww.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed. Yo, woohoo, Brokeback, welcome. I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Not at all. Yes, Jesus Christ, help me. As things progress during each trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak with one another without pause. It's up to you to unearth lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Okay, so it's not a revolver like the anime portrayed, so I don't have to choose the bullets, right? Use the mouse to aim, then fire with the left mouse button. Why do I have to aim this revolver? Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you'll automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape during these arguments, you can review the controls. Can I review the evidence? Fuck, I don't remember which truth bullets I have. Make your arguments. Evidence of a struggle. What?
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that
I might have missed a shot.
The killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
Shut the fuck up!
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Shut the fuck up! Huh? Something's off about what he just said. Because if Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened in my room. I want that to be how he says it. He's just, shut the fuck up! You're wrong! For this first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. Is it not that you just click the button and yell shut the fuck up at them? If you're unable to spot or refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in... Oh, there's a timer up there. You shoot the text, not the person. Oh. Within a group statement, some appear words in a different color. Did you notice that represents a potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak spot? These, oh god, this is going to be an issue for me then. Not always inaccurate, though not always inaccurate sections of a person's statement. Your truth bullet's only effective against these weak spots, so when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument by holding down the control. Well then, good luck, have fun. So it's gonna repeat? Okay.
And the murder took place
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Shut the fuck up! He just yells that that's wrong. That's good enough. That's close enough to shut the fuck up.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main
Okay,
room
he
first.
told
Then
Chihiro
she
to,
went
like,
the bathroom
remember
to
how
find
it
out.
looked, but Chihiro didn't go into the room. He was too much of a pussy.
The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
I didn't go into the room.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Yep.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. The knife. The knife. Why do we need to determine that? Kitchen knife set. Okay, gotcha.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
It was a knife.
Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
Yes, we know
The
this.
killer used some random knife they had on him.
No.
How could anyone do something?
No, I didn't do it fast enough.
Son of a bitch!
Because the object was thrust into Sayaka's stomach. It's certainly the knife that disappeared from a certain location.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her without a doubt.
So the killer used some random knife they...
There we go. No, you're wrong, Mondo. Shut up. You don't know what was going on with this case. You stayed in my room the whole time.
I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
It's the first game. The first game is so easy, you only have one bullet. With the second and third games, you have 3 or 5, depending on more difficulty. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I was looking at this, and I'm like... they even, like, put yellow text on, so I'm not sure how you would mess this up. Unless you're like me, and you don't hit the button fast enough because you want to hear the dialogue all the way.
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about the non-stop debate. Would you like to hear? Sure. You get more yellow bullet text later. Okay. You can concentrate by holding the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to potential weak points. That would have been more useful last time. Concentrating consumes the focus gauge. If this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. Oh, okay. Focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Good luck, have fun. Gotcha. Always a count. Okay.
So I guess there's no question
So this
that
is
a
used to
kitchen knife
prove
is the
that we didn't
But
take
where
the
does that
weapon.
get us?
Makoto must kitchen, right? You did it in secret. Nobody...
Yeah, I'm not even gonna let you finish.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next you're gonna say you're not the killer, right?
Well, no, I'm
Go
not,
ahead
but...
and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
That is actually a legitimate point.
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
We would have got in circles if he hadn't said that.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right. Then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Hello!
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means, we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
No.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Oh dear.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Sayaka.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... Sayaka.
Then
Sayaka's
Sayaka's
the...
the one who took the knife?
He's talking.
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone is gonna die.
It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes! As things advance further in a class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You also deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right corner. What? 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 Something that should have been in the scene but wasn't. That most crucial if I can figure out what it is. What? 4 letters, H something, hair.
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit,
I got so worried.
why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Oh yeah, and I just left a bleeding corpse in the room?
That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Well, I mean, they could do it just to throw you off the trail, if we're being honest.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
He's not wrong.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled into getting bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke. Oh, I right-click.
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh, it was unscrewed? I thought it was just broken.
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Sure. From here on out, the number of weak points will start going up. Okay, there we go. There we go. No matter how many weak points, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all the weak points you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and you will only fail to refute what they said. But you also lower the trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now it's important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine weak points are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck, have fun. Okay, so what's my ammo for this? Make your argument. Bathroom door frame. Oh, okay.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No, it's wrong.
Boys' bathrooms don't lock.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yeah, you're right. I'm a little too into it. I'm just trying to take him down quickly. I should probably have listened to the whole thing.
Yes.
Sorry, I'll start doing that.
That is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
We can probably redo this to get the other missed ones, but I don't know if that would be worth it.
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yep, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
Because he thought it was in Sayaka's
The
room.
killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know the bathroom door couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime is that they didn't know the crime took... What? The crime took place... That they didn't know was the crime took place in my room?
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
There we go, I figured it out.
What? Are you saying
That was a weird way to word
didn't
that.
even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
Yep.
So the killer would have
Eat
to
it,
be
bitches.
someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you, I think to myself forcefully.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
No, don't spoil it, even though I figured out... First off, I've seen the anime, and also there was so much evidence in that one room that it was fucking ludicrous.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something.
11037 was a bit much. Honestly, if that wasn't there, trying to figure out who the criminal would have been, like, way harder. I mean, you could still do it just based on the, like, evidence in the trash room. But 11037 is like a bit, like, that was... Like I read it before I realized it was supposed to be a number.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you.
You gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well,
I
I
had her
was
up.
just wondering, how'd the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer
Hello,
get
gamer
inside?
fan. I think it's just you two, and maybe some people lurking.
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Hifumi, shut up.
Why exactly can't that be it?
Why are you pointing at the middle of the room when I'm next to you? Like, visibly next to you. Who is he actually pointing at? Because she asked me to do something in particular because how frightened she was. That's right. The answer's right here. There's no way Sayaka could let someone in because... what? She couldn't let someone in because of the switching rooms? Traded rooms, victims discovered Makoto's room was also found? I don't fucking know. What's the evidence on this? I wish I could see the... There's no sign that would let someone in because... What? The switching rooms is the only one I can think of that would fit this. Asked to switch when someone attempted to force their way and she became frightened. Yeah, okay, so it was the switching rooms.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Is that right? Did I do it? The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come and see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words.
Have you watched the DR3 anime? No, I haven't seen, I know there's a 2.5 anime, and I know there's like 3 different 3 animes, and I haven't seen any of them. I actually don't know a lot about Danganronpa past the point of this game. Unless you're asking, gamer fan, in which case, it looks like the answer is also no.
When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
What is the correct order to play the game, specifically with Despair Girls and 2? Because obviously 3v3 goes last, but... But do we do 2 next, or we do Despair Girls?
Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's
2, then
room
Despair
before
Girls?
the
Okay.
incident could have written it.
then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then the DR3 anime, then 2.5, but 2.5 came out before the 3 anime. Then that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm
2.5 spoils 3? Oh, does it really?
Done me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly,
No, I'm not gonna
even
stream
if
the
they
anime.
did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
I missed a chunk of what they said. Dorm nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yep. Oh yeah, we're gonna make sure to listen through all of this.
They were asked to come to. It specifically says my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Okay. Killer went to my room instead of Sayaka's, and the reason for that is it has to be because they switched between my and Sayaka's room.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
So my guess is it's probably either that one or the last one.
Exactly. The room that Makoto. So in other words, even if somebody would not have any.
It certainly would seem that way.
So I'm gonna go with the second one
Sayaka and Makoto
and hope we don't
switched
lose
rooms.
influence on it.
Specifically says
Because it's not really clear. No, it wasn't that one. Okay. So was it the last one?
Sayaka and Makoto got in the know. It specifically I see. Then they would have gone exactly.
The room that Makoto. So in other words,
I missed.
Even if someone did, they would not have any.
It certainly would seem that way.
Sayaka and Makoto
switched rooms, but in the know.
the place, it specifically I see. Then they would have gone exactly. But so in other words, even if
They would not have
any connection,
It certainly would seem.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention again.
Sayaka and Makoto.
This is a clusterfuck, what's happening right now.
Then they would have gone exactly.
So in other words,
I did it
even
again.
if someone did read the
I did it a
note,
fucking again. God damn it. God damn it.
Sayaka and Makoto's got in the know. It specifically I see. Then they would have gone to exactly.
There. Got it.
No, that's wrong.
There we go.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we had switched rooms.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room. Okay.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
God, Taka, just shut up.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
It was 100% used during the fight. We found defensive wounds on it.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
Oh, they're just giving that to me, okay.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's broken the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. Yeah, the gold paint on her wrist.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
How is he showing them the wrist? Is it like the e-handbook? Does it have like picture taking capabilities?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff.
Or are we
and
just
it'll
carrying
stick right
Sayaka's
to you.
severed wrist around?
And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
Yep.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Yes. Are you getting used to non-stop debates? A little bit, yeah. Starting with the next debate, I'll load multiple truth bullets in your truth cylinder. Fuck. That's what I expected. But just like with the weak spots, only one of these bullets can refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak points to refute each statement. That's how I expected this to work. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll damage your influence. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder, choose which bullet to fire. Press and release Q to cycle through each bullet, or you can use the mouse wheel. By the way, if the logic diffle is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the chamber. For our purposes, this time logical difficulty will be set to mean. Why? Why? I thought I set it to kind when I started. Fuck you, game. Increasing my difficulty in mid-game by yourself. Replica sword, kitchen knife set, replica sword.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
Oh.
No, that's wrong.
I'm sorry.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
I don't know what y'all are talking about with sour, please.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife?
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
I love everyone is like, shut up, you're being too smart.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first.
Okay, I'll have to do that.
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
I mean, no, it would be just as useful with the sheath on as off because it's not a real sword.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
Oh man, Mondo's too stupid to kill someone.
In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Yep.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out.
Okay.
The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere.
I said Mondo's too stupid to kill someone.
Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Mostly because we know she took the knife.
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
The part of body that shows she never used the sword. If you wanted to use the sword, which part of your body would you use? I'm gonna go with your palms.
You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
They shut the water off at night, Toka. Why are you... Jesus!
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
What?
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way you know because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens in the bathroom tonight. The water turns off.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet. You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath would have had to have been the one without the sword, Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
I don't think so. I think he randomly brought it out. Oh no, maybe he brought it up in his mind and then she was like, I'm psychic!
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms...
I don't actually remember what color the text was.
...was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, That would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky?
Yeah, and it didn't work.
For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
Like I did, and then you all would have blamed me anyway.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she planned to murder.
Leon looks like he is about to shit himself right now.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Yeah, it's a good thing I can read upside down. Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. There's nothing left. Y'all hear that? There's nothing left.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
I'll just let this play.
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die! Die! If we don't do something, we're gonna die!
There's one clue left, I'm sure of it. Sayaka left on the wall she was leaning up against.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, it's wrong. There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
Yeah, her dining message.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037.
Jesus Christ.
Written in her own blood.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message, and I can prove it because of her left index finger.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? One...
Hey, Chihiro.
Whoops.
You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Jesus, people. Damn it, it's no use, I just don't know! How will I ever figure it out?
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the killer's real name. You turn the message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. Ah, it was me! The dying message revealed this name. I like how Kyoko just looks at you like, what the actual fuck is wrong with you right now? Looks like... That was worth it. That was worth it to select me.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around...
You do realize I'm now gonna try and blame myself in every single class trial now, right?
It becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence Leon tried to get rid of. It's the thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right? The shirt. The shirt. Burt shirt.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killers stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about we need to pay attention in order to figure out who is responsible. Where it was disposed of, when it was disposed, where it was disposed, how it was disposed of. I'm gonna say where. Where the shirt was destroyed. If we focus on that, the killer will become clear. Where it was destroyed, you're talking about the trash room incinerator, right? How the fuck's that supposed to make anything clear? Oh no, I embarrassed myself in front of everyone. I more meant behind a locked door. Fine, I'll say how it was disposed, I guess.
If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
Yep.
You'd need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash. right?
Yeah, that's why they just left a burnt piece of shirt on the ground and the incinerator on, for all to see.
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There's another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty, and that's exactly what proves Rion is the real killer. Does it want me to use the crystal ball, or does it want me to use the... It wants me to use the crystal ball. Okay.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
Oh, that's the one.
Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was... Huh? Me? No!
There's absolutely was a way to use the incinerator without using the trash room key. The killer would have been able to turn the incinerator but use something I found on the ground nearby.
The key to the trash, whoever was on cleaning.
So the only one who the person who...
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator.
Nah, you wouldn't.
No, it's wrong.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was... divine with it? Correct, obviously. Jesus. I love that that was an option now.
Simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down there. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small.
You'd have to be some kind of ultimate baseball star.
Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have to be much of a challenge at all, because the killer's the ultimate clairvoyant. Jesus Christ.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right?
Wait, do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
Yeah, it would actually be real easy for him. 30 feet's not much.
You can't be serious.
I've made 30 feet before.
I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yeah, absolutely, I'd like to hear more. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll complete a summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in form of a comic book. Yo! However, you'll notice in this comic there are a number of pieces missing. Well, I would expect. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at the missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well, good luck, have fun. Okay. Climax inference start! Okay, then. Wop, bop it. Oh, this is just cool looking. Look at this. Look at that. Pop, bip it up. Pop, pop, it. Wait, that might be wrong. Is that wrong? That might be wrong. Wait. Oh, do you not have to fill all of them? Oh! Oh, shit. Okay, I get it. My assumption is that... Oh, it's because I'm not reading the comic. I honestly assumed he threw the shirt in first. But... Alright, now we have 30 minutes for this, so let's just go by it all in all. Alright, that should be good.
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night,
I didn't know it would do this for me.
The room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there.
I love that they're playing the theme song.
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence.
I appreciate that they've written this as a 3-act structure.
Which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate.
Whoops.
So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
Man, Kyoko really hit the nail on the head when she said he always talks like an aspiring poet.
The final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
That's just cool.
Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it.
Celeste is putting on her patronizing face. I appreciate that.
Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence? Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes? Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as a bullet time battle, aka BTB. BTW. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhyme. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, this isn't good. Oh man. Yeah, no, this time for real. That's warranted. Oh dear God. Match your button presses with each tempo marker. Oh shit. As they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the right mouse button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked on with the left mouse button as the tempo meter meets the center. Use the method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in the pain. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this up and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down. When tempo changes, so does the timing for each hit. Watch out. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At this point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Refute their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you'll fail. I like the idea that after all of this evidence is like thrown out there and we like have a straight up scene from beginning to end on the crime scene, Leon would somehow still walk away just because he yelled really loud and everyone was like, you know, screw the evidence. He's yelling pretty loud. Well then, good luck, have fun.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws. Could it have been?
To acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
You know, I was criticizing it a moment ago, but now that he says it out loud, that is pretty convincing argument.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
You know, maybe he didn't do it. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leo is the killer. I need to figure it out. Moment of truth.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking.
Am I doing it? I don't...
Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid.
I can't tell if I'm doing it. Am I doing it? I can't... I'm getting it. Oh, is it because I'm not hitting right? Oh, it's because I'm not hitting right.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me.
Okay, I got it.
Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid.
Whoops. No, I got a tempo down.
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
All right. Ha ha! No one expected that.
The doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
You know, I don't know. For some reason, now that I've had a moment to get into the tempo, I feel like that's less convincing.
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Nah, no, I'm just not feeling it anymore.
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
Yeah, because no one else has figured a reason for it yet.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
No! We got a B! Oh, no! I'm sorry, did it give me 59 medals?
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Can I save before I vote? Oh, I don't get a vote. Okay. I want to try voting for myself just to see what would happen. Oh, okay, I guess done. Oh, looks like you're right on the money. This isn't the voice that I used. The Blackened in this case will be the one that killed Sayaka was none other than Leon Kawada.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch, what the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed. So that's why I killed her first. That's also why, after she locked herself in the bathroom, I went all the way to my room, retrieved a screwdriver, then came all the way back, unscrewed the door handle, opened the door, took a knife, and then stabbed her. It was totally justified.
None of you are any different.
None of you are any different. One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
Just unlucky. That's all. Hey, come on!
You expect me to accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about it, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if we'd come up with what is really the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But, even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in there. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dream, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I stabbed a guy once. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Well, no. It was clearly not why from the very beginning, because we didn't know about this problem from the very beginning. Or was it? Did we know immediately? Maybe we knew immediately. No, we didn't have motivation from the very beginning. But maybe. I don't know. That's a good question, actually, now that I think more about it. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry sure must be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because one of those relationships? She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really, I do, yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love, the stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us, this is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that, all of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it! Ah, that was close. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd sucked herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's...
No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Yeah, it would be hard to put it 100% on Leon. It was clearly about 3 parties acting. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. So, huh? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. The mastermind. Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened with you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
Hey, come on now.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay for the penalty of breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
No.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
No!
The 1000 blow. I think this is a play on the 1000 cuts, which was a Chinese execution method. Basically, they make like tiny little cuts on you, and they do it 1000 times, and eventually you just bleed to death. It's like the same thing with a baseball, I think is the idea. Like how Kyoko sandbagged it. You know, of all of the executions, that's probably the second worst one to have to go through. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Man, my adrenaline is pumping out of control! What's going on?
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well,
if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you! Why the fuck you doing all this evil shit to us? Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well,
Why are you putting so much upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. No, I mean, I think he pretty well just explained his motivation.
Shit.
You piece of shit, I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. Woohoo, you must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all of the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we will all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some fun for later. That's a really good laugh. That's a really good laugh. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment...
just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. Yeah, I wanna... What's the evidence for that? I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. Oh, because she wrote Leon's name. I mean, it probably says something as me as a person that I thought she wrote his name out of spite. What?
So...
The fact she used her last ounce of strength, last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her. Yeah, see, that's where my brain goes.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but shut up and take it. I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway.
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends. Sayaka and Leon, and technically Junko died also.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm gonna carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, technically Junko, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well. Oh, you have to say you're psychic. You better say you're psychic, you motherfucker. Yes! I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Yo! Yes! Fuck! That is exactly how that should have ended. Yeah, I got a spare bat! I love the spare bats. Hell yeah, I'll save. We're not going to need to go back to any of this, so I'm going to save right here. Chapter 2, Nighttime. That's not music, that's ambiance. Okay, I'm going to put it out here. If you're just sitting around, say in your room, an hour 30 for a class trial, is that good or bad? That was... yeah, it was an hour 30. Good job, okay. I'm gonna save this fucking game, actually. Honestly, it should have been a little longer. I just kept forgetting to fully listen to it. Okay, so they actually gave me 59 of these. Wow. And I was right that the coins do replenish when a new chapter starts. It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything to do to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence had disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. Now, although that would technically be, like, the best place to end it, you know, now that we did the class trial, we have not been going for long enough to stop. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us. Oh, I almost forgot. Considering he left the room before, that means that after we stood there and we had that conversation with Kyoko, we all turned to leave and we almost got back on the elevator, and then Monokuma would have just had to have popped out and went back and went like, oh shit, and then he had to turn around to pose all cool and then said this, just to set the scene for what would have had to have happened for this to have been said. Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay, no need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotten corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. I actually do appreciate that, because otherwise there'd just be a dead body in my bathroom. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. Okay, so now we're remembering Junko. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it. Well, that, and if everyone died because of the rotting corpses, it would be really, really bad. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. I thought it was nighttime. Why are we meeting up at nighttime? Sorry I'm late.
So,
Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So what happened? Was your room fixed up like he said? I imagine it'd be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom. Right?
Hey, come on.
Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened.
I see.
It must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? Well, staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. Plus, I've decided I can't turn away from her death. Makoto. Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
You got it!
So everyone, just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better? Huh? We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well...
But if we work together against the mastermind, no one will have any reason to do something like that. I at the very least for me, the idea that if I fuck up, I'd get killed, regardless, would be a massive dissuasion to the attempt.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself that, and I'll be over here in the rest of the world. Working together, fighting a common enemy, like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean?
Are you okay with this?
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desires. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of our enemy, everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk.
So then...
Then what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly wants to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
No.
What?
No what? I don't
I
want to
can't
live
take
if
it.
it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because...
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves. But...
So,
If we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it?
So it would seem.
She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Which I'd be into. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened if we'd refused. It probably would have just killed everyone. Got a new group of students. And in the end, it was Monokuma who'd ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind. Bing bong. Yo, it's 10. Go home.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear, so be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
What was that just now? Was he saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
Don't fuck with
That
me.
piece of shit, who does he think he is? And so the day drew to a close. Y'all know this means now that we're in Chapter 2, I have to go around and click on every single object in the entire game again. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair had only just begun. Damn! Boy's life of despair. Look at them, making him look all sexy. I woke up next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then he called us all to the gym. What's he gonna do this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down.
Oh my god. He's a mastermind.
1, 2, 3, 4.
He is an evil genius.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
No, that totally says everything right there. Doesn't this just feel great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure you stay healthy. You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff, that's my motto. Whoa, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for? So why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. No, please. Please tell me it was just to make them exercise, and this is now a thing he's gonna do every day. Except for some days where he doesn't. And he'll always be guessing. Just to make you exercise. Just to make you exercise? If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the Assassin's Fist. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness. The power can be yours. That sounds like the kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. It doesn't matter, just get to the point. Did you really call us down just to exercise?
Hey!
Of course not. You think I would have that kind of free time on my hands? Okay, so then, I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hoax Peak, a whole new world will open up to you.
What the heck?
A whole new world?
You guys?
It'd really suck if you live here forever with nothing new to simulate you. Besides, I know you kids these days with your ADD and ADHD, I gotta keep you motivated. So go ahead, look around all you want, enjoy the brand new post-trial world till you explode. With that, Monokuma despaired, leaving us with more confused than when he showed up. But, a new world.
Could it be?
Is he talking about a way to get outside?
I wonder about that.
That seems unlikely.
Piece of shit!
Well, we don't know till we look.
Hey,
Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time.
You hear me?
Okay then, let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back at the dining hall and we shall share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that? I was just thinking that, yeah. More like a stable food source. Now let's get moving. Seeing his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. Except for the people that didn't scatter and leave the gym, which is... Oh, actually everyone for once. That's weird. Okay, sure. If I break it, Monokuma might come and punish me. I love how he really wants to break it, too. Like, every time he sees one, he's like, I'm gonna fucking break it. Are they always watching us? Did they ever get tired of it? Jeez, it took everything I had to think about mocking them. Can I hold control and it'll skip? Okay, I can. Hey, it's the guy I always forget about. Hey! We're gonna get so many gifts to give to so many people.
What the heck?
Hey, Makoto, did you see what's inside the display case? Bad, the super bad, man. What are you talking about? I didn't notice anything all that weird in there. Sure, to the untrained eye, it's nothing, but this is awful. Bad, awful, terrible trap. That stuff you see lined up there, any god could come by and use it to send a message. Huh? I've been stuck with knowledge. It's an ill omen of total devastation and ruin.
Let me out of here!
I have no idea what he's talking about, so maybe I'll just leave him alone. Alright, we are gonna go to every single fucking room. Oh, hi Taka. What's going on, man? Makoto, look! The gate blocking the stairs is gone. It would seem the path to the second floor is open up.
You hear me?
But it's also the utmost important to double check the areas we already know about, just in case. Aren't I so clever to think of that? I really impress myself sometimes. Well, I'll leave the school to you. Thanks, Taka. You're as useful as ever. I should look around the school first. You think? Don't think you should just go to the girls' room? Come on, go to the girls' room. No! No, you should go to the bathroom, man. Oh, they're literally not gonna let me.
Yo.
I went and checked the metal hatch in the main hall just to be sure, but just like I figured, it hadn't moved and shit. Yeah, I'd be surprised if he made things that easy for us.
Hey, damn it.
Hey!
What?
Don't make that face. You look like a pussy. You want me to put some fighting spirit in you? Well, do you? No, thanks. I've got enough of that now. Well, okay. I'm gonna go look for another way out. I should look around school. I forgot I had a run button. I really don't want to go in. I don't want to see this place ever again. They don't want me to find more tokens. Very well. I will not then. Oh, I have to click it. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Is this what Monokuma meant by a new world? If so, what's up there? This is the second floor of the school? Maybe that's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here. I just see underwear. I can't tell you how much I want to know what's up with that. This is the girls' room. If I ever took one step in there, I'd become a total creep in everyone's eyes. That'd be it for me. This is where the bathroom cleaning supplies are stored. I don't see anything useful in there. Alright, I think we can leave then. I'm gonna save right here in case one of these areas accidentally is exactly where I need to go. The baby is sleeping, please be quiet. I know it's pointless, can't stop looking at the clock. Even if the time is wrong, I wouldn't have any way of knowing. Same metal plates covering them. But we got a coin. So that means you get more coins as the game goes on.
I see.
This must this must be what he meant by a new world. I should probably take a really close look around. Alright, we got a big-ass library. We got a smaller classroom. Reality isn't everything. Fair point, fair point. Hey, there we go. You're gonna have so many presents. Unfortunately, Best Girl's dead, so... Oh shit, 3rd floor. Hello. The gate's blocking away. Another floor, which means not everything's open yet. We still need a few more murders. I imagine the math is, like, worked out so that you could, get all the killing going you need. Oh, this is literally everyone. Hello, literally everyone. The shelf is packed tight with books, but looking at it, the whole thing is incredibly dusty. It looks like the library's been neglected for a pretty long time. As a nice school as it is, whoever's in charge of the upkeep's been pretty lazy. Strange. There's thick layer of dust on the desk. It looks like the library's been neglected for a long time. Hey, 69. Whoops. It looks like a laptop. The laptop looks pretty old and it's all covered in dust. It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. It's broken, huh? Too bad. I was hoping I could use it to go online and see what's going on in the outside world. If it's broken, there's nothing I can really do about it. You must be pretty happy to have all these books around, huh, Toko? Not particularly. Nothing's really caught my attention so far. Indeed, there's a plethora of books, it's true, but the content seems lacking. Where's the comic books? Where's the young adult section? Comic books? Young adult? That stuff's a waste of time. You write romances. I've seen you write, Miss Fukawa. Talented as you are, your stuff isn't any more worthwhile. My stories are filled with true love and pure feelings. Don't compare to them that garbage of yours. Your writing doesn't even mean anything. It's just a bunch of jumbled up letters. Someone should just burn it all. Oh, the lady doth protest too much, methinks. I bet you're secretly into boy-on-boy action. Boy-on-boy? I don't care if it's an anime or comics or fanfiction or whatever. It's all filth, throwaway culture that'll be trashed and forgotten in half a decade. Just talking about it makes me go sick to my stomach. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. You've insulted me, and you've insulted my honor. These two are really starting to freak me out. I've never seen anything like it. I'm absolutely shocked. How come? They have all these books here, and not one copy of any of my works. Well, yeah, why would they have comics in a library? Plus, most fanfic is just porn drawn by a bunch of amateurs. You just don't get it. Not at all. I do get it, too. And with a face like yours, anyone can tell nothing you do is worthwhile. Say whatever you want about me, but never judge a book by its author. Now hear this, appearance means nothing at all. What you see before you is nothing more than the rind that contains the meaty pulp of my genius. My creations are what determine my meaning and value. You're so full of it. I'm used to being misunderstood. You think weak attacks like yours will drop my HP? These two really, really worry me. It's remarkably dusty in here, and the lighting is less than ideal. For a library, that's not the kind of place I'd be doing much reading in. But still, this library is most interesting. What's interesting about it? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking out loud. I mean, I feel like that's going to advance the plot if I read it, so I'm just going to save the game again. The shelf is covered in dust, but it's a letter. What's this? A Hope Speak Academy.
Indeed.
It was buried under a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting here for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside? But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission.
Is that right?
What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside of it. Okay. I broke the seal in the dusty envelope, pulled out a single sheet of paper I found inside. I unfolded the paper and read what was written there. From Havoc Peak Academy's executive office. Throughout the years, we've been committed to shaping the youths who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with full governmental support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Havoc Peak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history for the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, but a serious issue beyond control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Havoc Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issue forcing our closure has been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now. And I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are waiting official governmental authorization to formally cease operations. What does that mean? The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed. It would seem Havoc Peak Academy had stopped functioning as a school, and judging by the amount of dust the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old. So you're saying Havoc Peak Academy closed down at least a year ago? Most likely the mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance. But that would mean it was closed when I got here just a few days ago. But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been all over the newspaper and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked up stuff online about school and never saw anything about this.
So, in other words...
That must have been all part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people who could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that this letter is real.
However...
If it is real, though, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school had already closed down. That would be a nice, simple solution, it's true. But then what about this other part? This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Havoc Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure has been resolved. What does it mean by serious issues? That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now? If the two events were in fact connected, uncovering that connection would be a useful clue on top of figuring the mastermind's motive. Although I can't really say any more until we find more details. So in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. The mastermind's motive. We can figure that out. Figure out why they would want to imprison us all here. Will that be enough to get us out of here? Or... Okay, so... what's behind this door? Some kind of archive. All I saw was a stack of old books and files. I can't imagine what business you'd have in there. That's true. I don't really have any reason to check it out. Alright, so it looks like... oh, I hit R to exit. I have to investigate the whole upper floor, which is fine by me because I wanted to anyway. That's a really big gun.
Just a second.
That's a really big gun. Oh, Makoto, hey, guess what? Guess what I found? A pool. There's a pool here. A pool, 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 pool. You don't have to keep repeating it. I got it. And there's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds it. I'm speaking in a British accent, even though I'm supposed to be the country one. I literally can't change these accents. You're right. You're right about that. Hina seems more excited than usual. It looks like one of those Lifesaver flotation donuts. There are a bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf. Is that a real gun? It's not like we're at war here. Why would we need something like that? A surveillance camera? Even we're being watched here? Blah. Not what he wrote, but whatever. Shut up. Woo. Alright. I guess we'll talk to them. I imagine I can talk to them as long as I don't look at the doors. Hey, Chihiro, have you checked out the pool yet? No. I don't like wearing swimsuits. Yeah, you do seem like the type who might not be into that kind of thing. But still, it sounds like the locker rooms here have all the exercise equipment you could ask for. Maybe I'll give it a try. I'd kind of like to get a little stronger. You want to get stronger? I have to say, that's kind of unexpected.
Yeah.
I'm not even brave enough to step foot into the locker room. You don't want to even go to the locker room? It's not that I want to, it's just... I don't get it. Is she afraid of locker rooms or something? That's pretty weird phobia, though.
Okay.
The locker room connects to a pool. It looks super nice and big and fantastic to swim in. And I'm beyond excited right now. I can't wait to dive in. In fact, I'm getting mad thinking about it. Why are you getting mad? The second floor has opened up. The living area has grown and the number of facilities are now available. Whatever else is going on, I must admit things have been made much more comfortable for us.
Do you understand?
If things continue like this, the occasional class trial may not be so bad. Glad you're taking this so lightly. Glad you're taking this so lightly. Is that some kind of card reader? Wonder what for? Probably the same thing. Behind this door is the locker room. This is the girls' locker room.
This is fine.
A true gentleman will respect our space, yes? Behind this door is the locker room.
Yeah.
Oh, and you need your handbook to get into the locker rooms. Really?
Of course.
Really, really? If you want to unlock the locker room, you'll have to swipe your personal e-handbook across the card reader next to the door. However, to ensure maximum security with each locker room, only a boys' handbook can open the boys' locker room, and the same goes for the girls. And that's the bottom line. But what if someone opens the door and then someone else sneaks in? Anyone who commits such an indecency will be punished without mercy for this scandalous sexual depravity. See, that's a Gatling gun mounted on the ceiling, right? And it'll go daka 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 daka.
Just a second.
I bet it really hurt to get shot by that thing. No, I think it'd be a little worse than that. But what happens if someone loans their handbook to someone else? A boy could borrow a girl's handbook, and that would get them into the girl's locker room, would it not? What? That thought never even occurred to me. I think someone else could be so low, so cowardly, so devilish. Okay, then how's this sound? Time for a new rule. As of this moment, loaning your ebook handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. There. So now nobody can give their handbook to anyone else, right? You like that? I'm kind of a genius, right? It's because my brain is now 100% cotton.
Honestly.
I do not imagine anyone would have lent their handbook out in the first place. After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using the handbook. But you seem awfully concerned with all this locker room security stuff. It's because all you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. You're at that age you try humping a plastic bottle. So to keep anything unseemly from happening, I have to maintain a rigorous watch. Then in that case, I would ask that you keep the same close eye on our dorms. If some man and some woman decided to share a room, there'd be nothing to stop them. All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself. I don't care what happens to your private dorms. By force or by gunning, do whatever you want.
Just the one.
The way he fucking phrased that. I hate you so much.
See ya later.
Okay, so new regulation is now safe in place. See ya. Man, that stupid bear totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll take a dip to cheer myself up. Celeste, Chihiro, you want to come with me?
As for me...
There's nothing I hate more than getting water on my face.
I'm
Sorry, I'll pass this time. But how come? When you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it. I'm pretty sure that only applies to you. Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea what's going on the second floor, but I didn't see anything that might lead to any kind of exit or anything. All I can do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. Better head back to the dining hall as soon as possible. We're probably going to save the second we get an opportunity to end the stream.
Listen to me!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how'd it go? Did anyone discover any new interesting things?
Yes, indeed.
There's a library. And a pool. A freaking pool in a locker room filled with exercise equipment.
Well,
There was not, however, anything resembling an escape route. Yeah, she's right.
I see.
Well, there's no reason to get all sulky. Wait till you hear about my amazing discovery. The warehouse and bathhouse on the first floor of the dorms are now open. And the warehouse is chock full of food, clothes, whatever else you want. There's so much it's insane. So go ahead and stuff yourself to the gills, whatever you feel like. Ahahaha!
Are you okay with this?
Keep in mind, of course, that going out at nighttime is still prohibited. Please do not forget.
Yo.
Okay, and what about a fucking way out of here? You find anything like that? Oh, well, There isn't anything in the warehouse we could use to get our asses out of here? Nothing? Unfortunately, not that I saw.
Hey, come on.
You fucking people.
What?
Who gives a shit if we have a goddamn pool now, or a warehouse, or whatever the fuck? We're still trapped in this piece of shit school. We need to find a goddamn way out. Now, there's no point in taking your anger out on us. Adaption is the key, yes? For now, we must find a way to enjoy our current situation.
You piece of...
Whatever you say, you fucking loon. For now, let's just continue our investigation and let everyone know should we discover something.
So then...
So are we done for today?
Yeah.
Well, yes, I guess so. The air seems to grow heavy again. Was this Smash Man plan to give us hope, just to turn around and betray that hope? Ding dong, ding bong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited.
I wonder why he even bothers to lock the dining hall.
Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Oh, maybe to restock the food. We all promised not to leave our rooms during nighttime. There's not much else to do. I guess I'll just go to bed. Mr. Monokuma, do you have a second? I don't really like myself. I don't have any kind of skill or hobby I can say I'm super good at. And my grades are totally average too. My reflexes are okay, not great, not awful. I could get into a decent college where I'd make a few friends. Maybe I'd even find a normal girlfriend, which is exactly why I don't like who I am. I understand that now. My life is just one giant copy-paste. I don't have any imagination. I'm perfectly average cardboard cutout.
You see what I mean, right, Mr. Monokuma? Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m., and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day! Oh, that's right. I wanted to let you know that your e-handbooks have been updated. New regulations have been added, so please take a look and enjoy your school life more than ever before.
The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. He must be referring to yesterday's loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Right now, I need to hurry and head to breakfast. Right now, I need to save the game, look at my room, and then save the game again. Just because I feel like if I don't look at everything in this room, I might forget. Right. Pop pop. Pop pop. Pop 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 pop. The lint rollers. Definitely less of a less than was at the start. Like someone went crazy with it. It's the toolkit. Still hasn't been opened. Well, I don't think I need it. Can I go to bed? I'll just go to bed. Never really paid attention to my bed or anything to know, but man, my old bed at home is really the best. Fuck this new bed. I can't let myself turn away from Sayaka's death. For Sayaka and for myself. Okay, that looks like we pretty well did that then. We've fully explored the room. Alright, and with that, I think we can look at the new regulations. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Additional school regulations may be added as necessary. So with that, we are going to save the game, and we're going to call the stream. Hope you all had fun. Let's see.
Danganronpa.
We might do the bonus stream on Sunday, but I won't say for sure. Obviously, the next scheduled day is Monday, where we'll be returning with Danganronpa, so. Hope y'all had fun. I did. I've been Sacrobullet. You're on Void of Hope. And I still have to exit the game, but I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.